Welcome to One Step Past. I'm Bucky Wild, and this is Comic Coincidences. Many people nowadays are familiar with the Marvel superhero Doctor Strange. It was a long time coming, but the character became a megastar thanks to the live-action films beginning in 2016. If you're a comic buff, you know the character has been around much longer than that. Doctor Strange made his first appearance in Strange Tales number 110, cover dated July 1963. He was created by writer Stan Lee and artist Steve Ditko. You might remember a little collaboration they did the previous year called Spider-Man. Both Lee and Ditko have claimed that Doctor Strange was mostly Ditko's idea. Steve Ditko thought up a hero who used the mystic arts to fight evil. Stan Lee would write. The character was to be named Doctor Strange since the comic series was titled Strange Tales. It's said that they briefly considered calling the character Mr. Strange, but they already had Mr. Fantastic and wanted to sound more original. I don't know how original the name was. After all, there was a superhero during the Golden Age first named Doctor Strange, later shortened to Doc Strange in his first year. This Doctor Strange was published by Better Publications from 1940 to 48. What's also amusing to note is that Marvel had a Doctor Strange character before their famous one, a one-shot villain for Iron Man earlier in the year. No one at Marvel thought the readers would mind too much. They didn't. Doctor Strange was unusual for a Marvel character, especially at that time, because he was not introduced with an origin story. As a matter of fact, Doctor Strange had no background story for his first three appearances. He had been in Strange Tales number 110, 111, and 114 before they decided to publish his origin tale in 115. Did Stan Lee always have an idea of what Doctor Strange's origin story would be? Or was it really just rushed at the last moment for 115? Magic superheroes have been played out quite a bit, especially since the introduction of Shandu the Magician in 1934. However, it's Stan Lee's contributions to the Doctor Strange character that intrigue me. Lee claims that his inspiration for Doctor Strange stems from an old radio show called Shandu the Magician that debuted in 1932. Shandu was a supernatural hero who fought evil with magic. So popular was the character that he had a live-action film in 1932 and a film serial in 1934. Although I do think Shandu the Magician was an inspiration for Doctor Strange, there is a little-known superhero character from 1941 who is a closer match by way of appearance and backstory. This character is Dr. Diamond. Never heard of Dr. Diamond? There's a good reason for that. He appeared as a backstory in only 4 comic books from 1941. Dr. Diamond debuted in Catman Comics number 1 from the Hellnet publisher and was gone after number 4. Alan Ulmer is credited as being the creator of Dr. Diamond. He was the artist and usually the writer. Alan Ulmer did a lot of work during the Golden Age of comic books for a number of publishers, including Hellnet, Hillman, National, which later became DC, and Timely, which later became Marvel. He should be a more well-known name than he is due to the vast amount of work he did and the interesting array of characters he developed. His career in comics ended in the 1950s due to the blacklisting of many people who worked in the controversial medium of comic books at that time. Ulmer died in 1984 at the age of 64. How do the characters of Dr. Diamond and Dr. Strange line up? Pay close attention now. Dr. Diamond was an American surgeon by the name of Dr. Drake Gordon. He survived a shipwreck only to find himself on a strange island that was home to a wise old Tibetan monk. This monk lived at the top of a huge mountain and, in his possession, was a magic black diamond on a necklace. The magic gem was actually Egyptian in origin and known to be at least thousands of years old. The diamond had strange powers and the old man chooses the doctor to be its new owner. With his newfound diamond necklace, the good doctor changes his name to Dr. Diamond and vows to fight evil across the universe. Does any of this sound familiar? In Strange Tales number 115, which came out in late 1963, Dr. Stephen Strange was an American surgeon who survived a car crash, but his hands were destroyed. He searches the globe and winds up high in the mountains of the Himalayas, where he finds a wise old man called the Ancient One. The Ancient One chooses Dr. Strange to be his apprentice. Eventually, Dr. Strange is given a magic necklace called the Eye of Agamotto. If this story wasn't pre-planned, I find it interesting that they still had the Ancient One appear in Dr. Strange's first story back in number 110. Now the whole Shandu thing. Shandu was an American, and his real name was Frank Chandler. He learned mystical arts from a yogi in India and later used them to fight crime. It is important to note that Shandu was not a surgeon, nor did he have a magic necklace. However, Dr. Diamond and later Dr. Strange were surgeons and did have magic necklaces. The appearances of Dr. Diamond and Dr. Strange, although not a perfect match, have some strong similarities. Both of them have short, dark hair with pencil-thin mustaches. Both of them have capes. In 1963, Marvel didn't have a lot of cape-wearing superheroes. Think about it. The Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Hulk, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Iron Man, the original X-Men, Captain America, Namor. With the exception of Thor, Marvel was not awash in caped superheroes at that time. There is one huge difference between the characters of Dr. Diamond and Dr. Strange, and that's in their abilities. Dr. Diamond's strange powers was basically limited to having the strength of 50 men. Dr. Strange's strange powers? Oh boy. As far as powers go, Dr. Strange makes Dr. Diamond look like a pup, even in his first appearance. The purpose of this observation is not to call out Stan Lee or Steve Ditko. I like these guys and the work they did. This is merely to point out some strong coincidences that I found in my lifelong hobby of reading comic books. It needs to be understood that when it comes to writing any fiction, ideas tend to run together after a while. Original ideas aren't always so original. This doesn't always mean an idea was intentionally ripped off. As far as Dr. Diamond goes, his character had lapsed into the public domain long before Doctor Strange was even developed. Thanks for watching. Did you like what you saw? Come back for more. Until then, hit the subscribe button. And since we're talking about comic books, why not start a dialogue in the comment section below?